It's a touchy subject for neighbors and their city. When it rains hard, like it does every summer in New Mexico, their street turns into a river. On special assignment, News 13's Chris McKee shows you why they think their city leaders are making a dangerous problem even worse.
This is horrible. This is where our city sucks.
The alternative to the arroyo.
These are people's driveways.
When heavy rain hits the Albuquerque area,
The water just rolled down the arroyo.
Ron Day gets that same sinking feeling
Right? Yeah.
in the pit of his stomach.
It's kind of a bad feeling not to be able to get home when the rain's coming down or a big storm is hitting.
Every storm, this is what Ron's drive home looks like in Rio Rancho.
The majority of it goes right down this road.
Access to people's homes cut off by a torrent of muddy water.
It's like that.
Mike Harden's also seen it. He recorded this video from his driveway on the same stretch of Honduras Road near 528 in Idalia.
That's why I had the concrete put up in mind.
There was 4 inches of mud on this road.
With the storms that we've had, the erosion gets worse, the water gets worse, and the flooding gets worse.
Day says he's worried the decade-old problem will soon turn into more than just an annoyance.
How much of it's mud, how much of it's water, if there's a giant sinkhole, you cannot tell.
But he also thinks the city is making it worse.
It's a man-made issue. Perpetual deal, it'll never end.
Here's what he's talking about. When our camera was there, News 13 saw Rio Rancho Public Works crews scooping up dirt and dumping it onto the edge of an arroyo that runs through the neighborhood.
They plop it in here, the water comes down the arroyos and it hits these barriers. And instead of the water staying in the arroyo, it spills out onto all the streets.
A city worker even told Day the work is repetitive.
Hopefully it'll happen real quick.
Do they just tell you go to Honduras and clean it up?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you go in there, you pick it all up and you move it around?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Day says he wants to see the city fix it.
It's a maintenance problem, it's a safety problem.
And Rio Rancho City Councilor Lonnie Clayton agrees.
Do you have concerns about neighbors' safety / emergency
Well, sure,
access?
absolutely.
Honduras Road is part of Clayton's district.
I have great empathy for the citizens there. I've been working on this thing for years to try to resolve this issue.
But the councilor says blame the developer.
It was like that when they built the houses there. That wasn't something that the city did. That wasn't something that just happened.
He says the subdivision was grandfathered in under old rules that did not force developers to build proper roads and flood controls. Now the city is stuck with the problem.
The curse is money.
But the city admits it's never even studied how much it would cost to fix the arroyos around the Honduras Road neighborhood.
Are there any concerns that you have that the city is sort of just perpetuating the problem?
No, I take that as almost an insult. We do an outstanding job with the equipment we've got and the money we've got to maintain the dirt roads in the city.
For now, the city says this is their new solution, a lower portion of the road that they hope contains all of the water off of Honduras. Any permanent fix, though, will have to come from either neighbors or the city taxpayers.
Councilors are considering a citywide street bond that could go on the March ballot and could have money for a Honduras road rebuild. Neighbors could also create a local tax district to raise road funds.
Send this video to them.
Residents aren't sure what they want. They just know they don't want this.
It's just not good enough right now.
It's not going to be a cheap fix.
You know, I would ask that, you know, at least some survey or some engineering be done to try to figure out a way to get water down to the river without going through everyone's houses down there.
Chris McKee, KRQE News 13.
Rio Rancho City Councilors are expected to decide by next month if they'll move forward with a street bond for the March ballot. Right now, the city spends about $800,000 a year maintaining dirt roads. Online, you'll find